Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Melinda Gates is in the hot seat after her ex-husband Bill was caught in the Epstein files. Burning. Yeah, fam. Yeah, man, they got a report that Bill Gates asked Jeffrey Epstein for some antibiotics so that he could covertly give to his wife after he contracted an STD from some Russian workers. What kind of workers, one might ask? What kind of workers you think? Yeah, Bill was getting it in the entire time. Look at him. Look at him. Fam, you got to hear what Melinda said. So there's a resurfaced video of Melinda talking to Gayle King on CBS Morning. This is from March 2022. Melinda described Jeffrey Epstein as abhorrent and evil personified, stating she regretted meeting him once and had nightmares afterwards. She indicated that her ex-husband Bill Gates' association with Epstein contributed to their divorce and stated she made it clear she disapproved of his meetings with Epstein. She disapproved. Why would she call him abhorrent? She had never met him before. She only met him once. And she said when she met him, she stepped into the door and he immediately, she was overwhelmed by the sense of a guy who was evil personified. What did he do to make her feel that way? And what did Bill do to make him think it was okay to make her feel that way? See, the way a man's friends interact and treat his woman, the way a man's friends interact with and treats his woman is a direct reflection on what his friends think about him. Yeah. If your friends talk slick around your wife, your girl, your significant other, if they, get explicit, if they cuss around her, I'm talking about just going wild with it, just, no respect whatsoever. Man talks, you know what I'm saying? I like that. Man, we're not supposed to talk. Men are not supposed to talk in front of women the way we talk in front of each other. The manly men, y'all get what I'm saying, right? You're picking up what I'm putting down. But you find a dude that has no filter around your woman. That's a dude that don't respect you or your woman. And if he's talking about sexual things, he's really trying to give your woman a hint that he's interested in something like that. Don't just think it's jokes. Because I've been around people who crack jokes in front of men's women, in front of another man's woman, and everybody just kind of laugh it off. Oh, he's so crazy, that boy crazy. Nah, you know exactly what he's doing. Just like Melinda knew exactly what she was doing when she married Bill Gates. She was with him for what, 20-something years, 27, 28 years, something like that. And she divorced him, and the hill that she decided to die on was him meeting Jeffrey Epstein, continuing to meet with Jeffrey Epstein. What did Melinda know, and what did she not share with Gayle King in that interview? Now, Gayle King, from the part of the interview I saw, did not push her when she said, I think that's a question for Bill to answer, right? Now, you got to give it a nudge, and if she don't want to answer, then you move on. But you got to still nudge it. You got to like, hey, yeah, I got you, but that's your husband. And, this was a pretty big deal. Like, what exactly? You say that Epstein was evil personified. Well, what did he do to make you think that? And what was said about him? Other than what you read in the papers today. Because when this happened, when you met Epstein, he wasn't exposed. So what did you see at that time that made you think he was evil personified? See, that is journalistic irresponsibility as far as I know. I haven't seen the entire interview. So if she did press, then okay, I give her that. But that is absolutely something that the people want to know and need to know, because Bill Gates got a foundation and they go around hugging on children, kissing little black children in Africa, acting like they're there to assist, to provide help. When at the same time, Melinda Gates' father is her father used to work with Margaret Sanger, the woman who started Planned Parenthood. So these people are not the type of people who really value life, right? Bill Gates has already had many extensive conversations about population control. So when somebody like him pops up in Africa and wants to start population control in Africa and not right here where he's from, that should be a red flag for everybody. And some of these African leaders who are doing business with him, they need to be brought to heel, because they're absolutely selling the people out. Melinda Gates said that her heart breaks for those girls. Her heart breaks for the girls that were victims on Epstein Island. Your heart breaks. Yeah, right. So you mean to tell me build and dibble and dabble? Whatever was going on, she knew enough to get away, right? She knew enough to divorce Bill Gates. You don't divorce billionaires unless it's something really, 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 it ain't regular stuff. It's big. So what's the true story behind that? Like, I don't believe her when she say that her heart breaks for those girls. I believe she knew what was going on the whole time. Her and Bill Gates shared everything. They were always together. I never seen a man that didn't work with his wife directly, together with her, more than I've seen those two. But I guess they started working together with the foundation. But yeah, they were always together. She had to know. I don't believe her. And so many people is giving her the benefit of doubt. Oh, I believe her. You know, sometimes a woman can live with a man and she'll never know what he really is up to. Ain't no woman living with a man for 20-something years and don't know who that man is. I'll give you 2 years. I'll give you those 2 years. Hell, I might give you 3 or 4. I might even give you 5 years. But living with a man 10 years, 20 years, and you have no clue of who he is and what he do and how he get out in the bedroom, what his desires are, what his sexual desire, hell no. No. You know. Now, whether you was in denial or not was a different story, but you knew. She knew. I'm certain she knew. I don't trust her for the simple fact that I don't trust Bill Gates, and she married Bill Gates. So if she's okay with the way that Bill Gates operates, a guy who is not a doctor, but is always giving medical advice. And that's another thing. So, like, why the hell is he contacting Jeffrey Epstein for antibiotics when he's the Mr. Doctor guy? He's always the doctor on the scene telling us what's good for us, what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing medically. Why is he contacting Jeffrey Epstein for some antibiotics? Fool, you're a multi-billionaire. You got hundreds, man, you got, I don't know, hundreds of billions, but you got billions and billions and billions. You're supposed to have you a personal person that just deal with that. That's all they deal with. Yo, dog, 3 a.m., I'm burning, man. I'm burning it up, man. I'm burning. I need something, man. Give me something. Boom, just like that. You straight. But you calling, you making, man, get out of here. You making phone calls and texting dudes about some STD antibiotics. No, man. I don't believe it. I believe this woman knew exactly who she was dealing with. I believe she knew exactly who she was dealing with. And it was other things that made her want it to leave. So she said that this was one of the things. So there were other things that she's really not sharing. But I can guarantee you that the reason why she left him had a lot to do with the infidelity side of it and the fact that Bill had a kink that she couldn't even repeat. She can't even repeat that kink, but she know what it is. She ain't no different than these women who married these dudes, these night riders who went out and arbitrarily killed Black folks. She ain't no different. She's no different. These women protect these dudes. These women birth these dudes. They raise them. They nourish them. They teach them. They love on them. They make excuses for them. They provide alibis for them. They wash the blood off their hands when they kill. When they RAPE. Yeah. These women enable these men. So I feel nothing for her. I believe she's just as guilty as Bill Gates and the rest of them. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.